best part about filling up is watching you throwing away your money. It's miles per gallon though, right? It's miles per gallon. So for today's video, I'm going to be talking about the BMW M3 versus the BMW 335i. Now, recently I got the chance to drive the E92 M3, and for those of you guys obviously that follow me, you guys know that I drive a E92 335i. And if you guys are new to my channel, welcome, Simply Car Things. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video. I own a 2007 BMW E92 335i N54 twin turbo engine, and it's, you know, fairly modified and stuff, and I like the car a lot. Now, I drove the M3 recently, and so I figured why not do a comparison. I made a video a while back talking about the 335i versus the 328i, and it was pretty successful and a lot of people liked it. So today I'm going to be comparing the 335 versus the M3, which is the step above this car. So let's go ahead and do that, and let me tell you guys what I kind of think about it. So very recently I got a chance to drive the E92 BMW M3 with the V8 S65 engine, and prior to this I had driven the E90 M3, so I was fairly familiar with how the M3 drives and handles and everything. And it's a brilliant car. It is extremely fun to drive, very powerful, but I thought it would be really fun to compare how the E92 M3 compares to the E92 335i. Like I said before, I drive an E92 335i, and a lot of my viewer base is into that whole N54, N55 platform, so why not compare the two cars? And I'm going to try to break this all down within 5 minutes and just kind of give you the gist on the two cars and which one would suit your needs if you are looking for a BMW. Now, the biggest thing that's going to come down to comparing the E92 M3 versus the 335i is what you're going to be buying the car for. You know, if you're looking for a BMW on the E90 generation, are you looking for like something that you want to daily drive constantly, or are you looking more for like a fun weekend car to really build and, you know, kind of use as a performance vehicle? Now, as far as the M3 and 335i go, you can daily drive both of them. There's no doubt about that. The E92 M3 is a very comfortable car. You know, as much performance as it does hold, it still has a lot of luxury and comfort as well, and so does the 335i. However, I would probably say the 335i is going to be a better daily driver, simply due to the fact that it's going to be fairly more affordable when it comes to maintenance and overall running costs. You know, you're going to be spending a lot less on gas with the 335i because it's a 6-cylinder engine versus a V8. In addition to that, the 335i is a turbocharged inline-6 motor, so peak torque comes a lot sooner. Right around 2,000 RPM, the torque starts to build up, and you have a lot of low-end power, which is something that you don't necessarily get with the M3. And that's not to say that the M3 isn't fast or anything. It's very fast and it pulls very hard, but to really sort of get that power out, you've got to rev it out. You've got to bring it all the way up, you know, past like four to 5 grand to really feel that. Whereas the 335, you can start, you know, being thrown in your seat as early as 2,500 to 3,000 RPM. In addition to that, like I said, with the power and everything, you're going to get a much better fuel economy with the 335i versus the M3. Now, when we're asking the question, you know, which car drives better, hands down, it's the M3. The M3 is going to win simply because the suspension is much better, the steering is much better, it has a limited slip differential, you know, from the factory, and of course it's got a brilliant, you know, naturally aspirated flat plane crank V8, which screams to like 8,000 RPM, and it just sounds unbelievable, you know, when you're ringing it out and bringing it through the rev range. You know, that's not to say the 335i isn't a fun car to drive. It is a very fun car to drive. It handles very well, but really when you're looking as far as track performance, overall, you know, canyon run driving and stuff like that, the M3 is definitely going to win, hands down. It takes the cake simply because it's got a better suspension, it's got a better chassis setup, limited slip differential, naturally aspirated V8, and you can make the 335i's very fast, but the problem is their suspension cannot keep up with the M3s. Now, that's why a lot of people, you know, who are looking for a 335i, they tend to make these cars into straight line performance machines because that's where they really excel. You can tune a 335i, upgrade the turbos, do all sorts of stuff, and you can make these cars extremely quick for highway pulls and all kinds of stuff, and which is equally as fun, honestly. But if you're looking more for like canyon carving and track day usage and stuff, definitely the M3 is overall going to be the better driving, better handling car. And of course, at the end of the day, it's very subjective. You know, what you want is very subjective. What you think is better is very subjective. You know, at the end of the day, it's all a matter of opinion. And I'm just simply here, you know, stating my driving experiences and my overall opinions as to which one I think. It's not that I think one is particularly better than another. Of course, each car excels in certain facets and whatnot. But, you know, when you're looking at what you want the car for, overall, the 335i is going to be a better daily drive. But overall, you know, the better driving car is hands down going to be the M3. But at the end of the day, it really comes down to what you want the car for and what you want to buy it for. And I think that's really what it's gonna, you know, come down to, like I said. So that's just kind of my opinion, you guys. I wanted to, you know, make this video to inform as many of you guys as possible. So with all that being said, you guys, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys want to see me do like car reviews and stuff like that, like on the 335i's, like M3s, and just other cars in general, please let me know in the description, and I will go ahead and buy the camera equipment that I need. But, you know, aside from that, I hope you guys do have a great day. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you in the next video. Later, guys.